time, it shows honor. All right. So let's read it again now. And now the second time we're reading, we're not reading just for the basic elements of poetry. We're reading it for vocabulary. We're trying to figure out what some of these words mean and make sure we're clear on all the language that the author has used. All right, put your finger on the first word, please. What? You set yourself, Damien? And let's do his eyes tracking the text. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat? Or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load. Or does it explode? What are some words that you're unsure about? What are some vocabulary words that we could try to work to figure out as we're reading this? Layla, are there any words that you are unsure of that we could kind of look into? Sags, right? Okay, can someone show me with your body what it looks like to sag? So let's get into slant right here. All right, and then can someone show us with the quiet raised hand how we would sag out of slant? Yeah. Okay, that would sag. Okay, so we have sags like a heavy load. All right, sit back up, crisscross applesauce. Back straight. What else? What are some other words that we're kind of unsure of that we need to figure out? Yeah?
Deferred.
Deferred. Now, deferred is a word that doesn't have a lot of context in the sentence, so I'm just going to tell you what it means. Deferred means postponed. Postponed means put off to a later time. So, has there been something that you have postponed, like you had something and then you put it off to a later time? Yeah.
I postponed off to later.
What have you postponed? Should we postpone your answer for a couple moments? I'll come right back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My practice for dance.
You put your dance off for a little bit. What else? What else have you postponed? Your home. Oh. Yeah. What have you postponed?
I postponed a lot of TV watching for like 2 hours.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna watch my TV later. I'm gonna put it off. Okay. So these are all things that we could postpone. So when we see deferred, we're gonna think, Leilani, about putting off to a later time. How about this word fester? Fester. Something festers like a sore. When you read that, did anyone get a sense of what fester can mean? Daniel, can you get your hands back home, please? Ashley?
Like hurt.
Hurt. So, or hurt like a sore. How did you kind of make that connection that you think fester means something like hurt?
I think how I
Robert, can you sit crisscross applesauce? This is a reminder.
how sores they hurt. So I was thinking hurt like a sore.
Oh, so you're using that context. So something like a sore. So it hurts like a sore. Now, you're right. It means, what it means is that it hurts more. So something fester, it means it hurts more. Sometimes it means it can get like infected, like a sore gets infected, or even if you want to get really gross, you can think about getting rotten. A sore is getting rotten. So that reaction right there, that image that you have in your mind, we're going to come back to that in a second, so keep that in your mind. How about this word run? Oh, you guys are like, oh, I know what run means, but in this case, if something festers like a sore and then run, does it mean actually physically go run?
Yeah.
No. So what could run mean in this circumstance? What could run here? If it festers, like the sore gets worse, gets rotten, it gets infected, and then runs, what could that be saying? What could be run mean in this particular sentence? All right, Pear? What could run mean in this situation? All right, share quick. Want to see it? Want to see that creative interpretation?
Like
Just to run.
3,
I think
2, 1. 100% of your eyes. So, Jocelyn, I'm gonna come to you in just 1 second. I'm gonna call another person first, and then I'll come right to you. What could it mean for a? Well, actually, let me say this. Who's gonna make us feel a little sick to our stomach by describing what it means to run right here? Okay. So, Leilani, can you describe what does it mean in this context to run? So like the blood is coming down, or it's sometimes when you have a sore, it's not blood, but it's like what? Like what else can run, Jocelyn? What? Food could run down, but when it's coming from a wound, I hope not. What else? See, what'd you say? Yeah? Pus. It's the pus running down.
What's fun?